Cam Newton's been in this league starting for 5 years. First couple of years, his team wasn't very good. It wasn't a very good team when he broke into the league. That's why they had the number 1 pick. They were bad. Tom Brady has not had a bad team in a long time. So Cam Newton in 5 years in the NFL has 160 touchdowns, rushing or passing, and 21,500 total yards. So let's look at his averages in the NFL, Cam Newton. He averages 32 touchdowns a year and 4,300 yards. Those are his averages. That's pretty good. He averages over 2 touchdowns a game. That's pretty good. That's his career average, and the first 2 years, that wasn't a very good football team. I'll just take Tom Brady's last 3 years, where they've had an excellent football team, where they've had a very good front seven, where they've had, and this is a real football team. Tom Brady's averaged 32 touchdowns and 4,300 yards, the same as Cam Newton. Now, come on now. Cam Newton last year had 10 rushing touchdowns. Now, think about that. That is at a position his coaches are asking him often, don't run. They see Big Ben. They see RG3. Don't run. We'd rather you throw. He had 10 rushing touchdowns. Now, think of this. If there was a running back in the league like Adrian Peterson, who was an elite running back, and you said, he also threw for 7 touchdowns, you'd be like, that's the greatest athlete since Jim Thorpe. I think we're not understanding. Cam Newton has changed everything. Is that we now, 10 rushing touchdowns, we don't even talk about it anymore. You're going to put Cam Newton, who in the NFL has averaged 32 touchdowns a year. If you were a football coach and I said to you, I'm going to give you a quarterback in high school, no. In college, no. In major college, no. In the NFL, and he's going to give you 32 touchdowns a year and 4,300 yards. If that's not a tier 1 quarterback, and those are his 5-year averages, I don't know what is. And I would also argue this, that Cam Newton, from a personality standpoint, alters your roster. The team becomes bigger and stronger and cockier. I think he has, and I've been critical of Cam Newton. But 42 NFL GMs, coaches, coordinators include Cam Newton in a tier with Andy Dalton. Wow. I don't even understand that. I mean, I was joking this morning that if you really wanted to simplify NFL quarterbacks, like just let's make it, Kristine, the simplest you can. Tier 1 is guys you want. If they were available and you had fantasy football and they were available, like guys you'd want. There's 8 of them. Brady, Rodgers, Big Ben, Cam, Luck, Russell Wilson, Romo, Breeze. Let's just make it as simple as you want. I'll take him. And then the second tier is everybody else. If you really want to simplify the league, it comes down to, come on, Drew Brees' numbers are still great. Romo, Wilson, when they're healthy, these are the 8 guys in the league you want. Everybody else, you always feel like we could do better.